Well, Mr. President-elect and former President,
Thank you.
Donald, congratulations.
Thank you.
And looking forward to having like we said, smooth transition. Do everything we can to make sure you're accommodated, what you need. And we're going to get a chance to talk about some of that today. So
Good.
Welcome
Thank you
back.
very much. And thank you very much. And politics is tough, and it's in many cases not a very nice world, but it is a nice world today, and I appreciate it very much. A transition that's so smooth, it'll be as smooth as it can get, and I very much appreciate that, Joe.
You're welcome.
See? No respect. He about to deliver some food. He about to deliver some food, y'all. He about to touch this food. He about to touch this food. This a DoorDash. He just touched his dick. Excuse my language. You nasty. You nasty. I got you on camera. I got you on camera, boy. You nasty. And this is DoorDash. Same people who never paid me. Same people who sent that dude in here to do that video. Boy, you going viral on TikTok. He just took a piss. He's a DoorDash driver. He just took a piss. Touched the food. He about to deliver the food. Yeah. Yeah.
An unemployed Trump voter who said they voted for Trump because he promised to kill Obamacare, but says he hopes Trump keeps his hands off the Affordable Care Act, which he relies upon. Obamacare is the Affordable Care Act. Here's what this guy wrote online. He wrote the following, quote, I just voted for him because he's going to kill Obamacare. I am unemployed and Obamacare effing sucks. I'd rather just have the ACA, the Affordable Care Act, by itself instead of this communism shit. And then someone responded to him by saying, Obamacare is the ACA. It is literally keeping you alive. You voted to take away your health care. And then the original poster wrote back, quote, why the F do people have two different names for it? Obama equals bad and affordable equals good. I effing hate Democrats. Well, if you remember, it was the Republicans who branded it as Obamacare originally to try to scare people like you. Maybe your hate should be directed at those trying to take away your health care and not the people who are trying to actually save your life. How about that?
There's some good men out there. But what it is now, it's the women. It ain't the men no more. The women going bad. The women's going bad. It ain't the men's now. It's the women done gone bad.
You gonna flip the script on us?
Yeah, it's the women done gone bad.
You a woman yourself.
Myself, but I don't do half the things I see these women do not.
They don't care no more.
That means the men don't respect them. That's why. Let me tell you something, Ambers. You got to give a man respect to get respect. You got to give your husband respect to get respect. Because if not for you, respect him, ain't too much he gonna do wrong.
Bitch, don't play with me. Do not play with me. Do not play with me, because I'm not the one nor the two. You're not the one or the two. Let's go. You ain't got shit done. You ain't gonna do nothing.
Why you keep speaking on me for nothing?
Like I said, keep my name out your mouth, bitch.
Because mine is always in yours for some reason.
No, some reason.
It
Back
always
the fuck out of here.
Out
Out of here. Out of here before I slap the out
You're
of
not gonna smack.
you. Try me.
You think you're fucking tough? I'm not
Try
listening.
me. Try me, Tantito. I be done drop kick your
I'm your organization. What?
out of here, you dirty.
I'm not dirty.
Yes, you are. Out of here. You and your raggedy. Out of here. Go suck a. Like I said what I said. And I said what I said. Please step to me like you want it. Go suck another dirty. I'm not the one of the two. She tried me 2 times. I want you to do what a third.
So somebody has to make me understand, right? How is it possible that everybody that's a Democrat is crashing out? They just don't know what to do. They're angry at their family members who voted for Trump. They're angry at people who didn't vote. They're angry at the whole world and all of these things. And a lot of people want to state that, oh, once Trump fully gets into office, black people are going to be out there in the fields again, and it's going to be like 1885 or whatnot or whatever. But yet people tend to forget that this is his second time being in office. When he was in office the first time, none of those things transpired or took place. Number two, how is it possible that Trump, who has said all types of things, made all types of jokes directly about Biden, right? He is now the sitting president. He's in the White House and he's giving his farewell handshake to Biden, and they're shaking hands. They're acting cordial. They're not throwing jabs or barbs or anything like that. They're not crashing out all over the place. Biden is not crashing out, trying to knock stuff over. But yet, you have ordinary people who are crashing out over losing the vote. I'm a little bit confused. The former president is not crashing out, but the people who voted in order to get Kamala in office are the ones crashing out as if they were the ones that were supposed to be in office. I need a lot of adults to get their lives in order, because I promise you, a lot of adults who are crashing out, they also have family. They also have kids. Their kids are acting more responsible. Their kids are acting more adult and more mature than the actual adults. That's crazy. This is why I state that people should pay very close attention to everything that takes place. Now, again, I've stated to people before that this is the reason why you should cook at home, but I know, just like myself, a lot of people are lazy and tend not to want to cook for a variety of reasons. You're tired, you're lazy, you're tired, you're lazy. So those things take place, those things transpire. I get it, I understand. But this is why we should all, now listen to what I'm saying, why we should all make sure that we do more cooking at home so that we can avoid things like this. And again, I'm not saying that cooking at home is the end all to be all, as if you're not going to have to incur or deal with certain things, such as food recalls that we've seen all throughout, the greater portion of the year. But again, it's a start and at least that you are in control of how your food is making it directly to your table. Nobody else touched it. You know what you cooked, what you washed, and you know how it's going to end up on the table at the end of the day. And this guy, whoever's delivering, he needs to be fired, and he also needs to be jailed pronto. Anything that I like to tell people to do is to do their utmost research. But because a lot of people tend to believe whatever mainstream media puts directly out, and that's it, they don't even want to do a little ounce of their own type of research to get a better understanding, or a half-rounded, not even a full-rounded, just a half-rounded story. This is what happens. This is what that leads to. So you have the person that just really didn't like Obama. They followed whatever it is that the other side was, in a sense, telling them, not understanding that they are both the same thing. So there you go. Like I said, you can't make this stuff up. This is what it looks like when you have people that want to pay attention to one side and they don't even want to take a chance to even listen or even do a little bit of a dive on the other side. Just skim the water just a little bit just to understand what's there. This is what that looks like. And again, some people are made to suffer and some people only learn through suffering. This beautiful elder is correct. She was trying to tell the young lady, hey, men run off of respect. It's not really love. Men value respect pretty much more than anything else. And what a lot of women don't seem to understand, because women don't run on respect, they run on love, they run on emotions. Because women don't value respect the exact same way, they tend to devalue respect. This is when you have instances of women getting into arguments or stating certain things that they should not be stating. And that's because they don't specifically respect that man. And you can tell by a woman's mouth the level of respect that she actually has of a man. And she's trying to convey that directly to the young woman. She's also trying to tell her that also the actions of women shows that they don't respect men. Better yet, they don't even respect themselves as women. And you heard what the young woman said. She was like, yeah, we don't care about that. Like, we're out here just doing us. We're out here getting a bag. We're chasing this. We're chasing. And you hear a woman trying to inform. She's trying to tell her something. This is a woman that has lived more lifetimes than she could ever imagine or see. She has seen more history than what she's ever read in a book. And she's not hearing on purpose what this elder is specifically telling her. And because of this is how you have a lot of women out here that fail because they refuse to listen and learn from the past in order to become better for the future. So more than likely, that young woman that is talking is going to pick the wrong guy or guys. And there's probably in between those guys, there's going to be quite a few kids that are going to come from that. And in between that, there's going to be some very messy situation or relationships that are going to transpire. And at the end of the day, she is going to be unhappy with her decisions. And she is going to specifically blame the men for why it is that she is unhappy. And all of this has to specifically do with her mentality, the thought process, and the way that she walks, aka how much respect she actually has for herself, which pretty much is more than likely zero, which means if her respect is at zero, men are going to look at her and respect her the same way and value her the same way that she values and respects herself. At least I'm not sure how this even happened. I'm not sure what even transpired, but what I do know is that the older woman, she is obviously solid. She is solid as a house. That young girl tried to bull through or tried to rush through her, and she got knocked down and she almost got sent into baggage claims. She is obviously messing with the wrong one at this moment in time, but she does not really fully realize it at this moment because, again, a lot of those who are young are actually quite stupid. They feel that they could take on any and everybody, especially if they're older, because they feel like, oh, you're past your youth, you're past your, like, what are you, like 40 or 50? Yeah, I'm 22, I'm this, I'm that. I can easily sit up there and take you. I can sit up there and snuff you, all this other. They feel as though that they can do it. They forget the fact that a lot of older people have more than likely seen more fights than they've ever seen, probably been through tougher situations than they've ever been through, and dealt with all different types of things in order to get them at this point where they knew that they was going to meet with somebody that was younger and they were going to have to put them directly in their place. That young woman made the right decision by not trying to go back there and fight that older woman, because I promise you, she would have been packed up real quick. It would not even have been a match at all. She would have been packed up, and people would have looked at the older woman as if she was the bad guy, when no, she was the correct one on that day, because she was, that young girl was looking for a fight and she was going to meet it. She was going to meet that and probably also meet God. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.